Hey everyone, Tom Hazard here from Podetize.com, and I'm here with Jim Beach, and I'm very excited to announce to all of you that Podetize is now reached a new partnership with Pod24, which you can see here, which is the newest podcast distribution channel on the planet, and I'm very excited about it. Jim, can you tell us a little bit about Pod24, please?
Thanks, Tom. So we are very excited at Pod24 to help you get more listeners. All of us podcasters want one thing: thousands, hundreds of thousands of people to listen to our show. We spend so much time getting guests and editing and doing all of the work. We need to get the money out of it, the listeners out of it, and that's what Pod24 is designed to do. So imagine you turn on the television and there's 50 channels to choose from. All you do is choose the channel. Pod24 is sort of the same thing, but for podcast. You go on the site and there's a bunch of channels to choose from. You click cooking and then it just starts talking to you. Podcasts start playing immediately, just like the radio, the television, something like that. This is designed for one-click listening, making it super easy for listeners to find you. And that's our ultimate goal: to find listeners who will click over to your website and become raving fans of your podcast. We're trying to do that. And another cool thing, can I tell them about the radio?
Please do, please do.
Another cool thing we've been able to do, we can get you nationally syndicated on the radio. That's right, we have 17 towers that we can get you up on. Now, it's not gonna be not a lot of airtime. The airtime on the towers is expensive, but we can get you up there on a monthly basis so that you can say, I am a nationally syndicated radio host. Think how that will help you get speaking gigs, book deals, all of those sort of things. The incredible prestige that will bring to you and your brand. So we're really excited about bringing you more listeners and getting you on the towers. I think that's pretty cool.
I'm very excited about all of it. I've already, added all of my shows to do this, my own shows that I'm a host on, and we're inviting all of our customers at Podetize and anybody that we reach through our coaching calls and our mailing list. You have the opportunity to be a part of Pod24, not only on the internet, but then also have the opportunity to be a nationally syndicated radio host. Now, Jim, I want everybody to understand that you're not just trying to use other people's content to promote Pod24 and have everybody listen on Pod24. I mean, certainly you're getting listeners there, but isn't it right that you're trying to drive listeners from Pod24 to the podcasters' website,
iTunes, wherever, right?
Yeah.
My value proposition, what we're going to do is bring you new fans. So we understand that they're going to click off of Pod24 and go to your site. If that happens, I have fulfilled my value proposition to you. I've brought you a new fan. So that's our ultimate goal. Right next to the play button, there's going to be an option for the listeners to click and immediately go wherever you want them to go. So that could be your iTunes page, your personal URL, anything, your Instagram account, wherever you want people to go. That's what we're going to do. Send them there. And can I tell them about the discounts?
Oh, please do, yes.
All right. So because you are working with Podetize and because we've partnered with Tom and Tracy, we're going to give you about 18% off everything. So for the next 10 days or so, up until November 1st, you can get in for $100 a month. November 1st, the prices go up to $120 a month. So you can get in at that discounted price, and that will be locked in forever for you.
Wow, fantastic. So there is obviously a monthly cost for this, but the exposure, I personally believe, is tremendously valuable, and I think it's worth doing. And don't you have your own analytics of how many people are listening to each channel all the time?
Right, so we're going to be 100% transparent with this. We're going to have a display on each channel that says how many people are listening. Now, that's not going to be there day one. That's something that we're going to add probably in month one, but we're still going to make a commitment to you to be transparent with the numbers. We will show you the numbers. And it's designed so that hopefully you can get a lot of listeners. Can I tell them about the rotating schedule?
Oh, I would absolutely, but I would like to just add one thing about the numbers. What we're working on at Podetize with Jim's tech team is to bring those numbers in to our customer dashboard. So if you're a customer of Podetize and you're hosting your show on our platform, those numbers will be a part of your aggregate statistics. But yes, please let them know how it works, because I think this is pretty cool. This is very different, folks. This is not just another podcast listening app. This is totally different.
So we're going to have a channel, let's say again, the cooking channel. We're only going to let about 40 shows on that channel. Now, we chose that number with a lot of thought. The average podcast, 30, 35 minutes. If we play 40 podcasts back to back, that's going to be less than 24 hours. So what we will do during the week, we will go grab your RSS feed. You don't have any work to do. You don't need to send us your show. We automatically grab the feed and then play the show when it's your turn. Say at 8 o'clock in the morning. Because the total package of all 40 shows is less than 24 hours, you will probably air again during that same day, but at a dramatically different time. 8 a.m. and then maybe 11 p.m. and then you'll come around again the next day, maybe at noon, and then maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, and then the next day at 7 in the morning, and then 2 in the afternoon. It's designed so that you'll get different listeners throughout the week. We know that there are people who are going to listen every day from 8 until 9. That's when I listen to stuff like this. And if I'm a 2 o'clock show, I would never get found. So the idea is to rotate through our customer base so that you get exposure a lot, different times, different people, different listener groups. We think it'll be a really good model to expose you to as many people as possible.
I think so too. And just to be clear, so let's say you publish one episode a week, then that episode is going to run multiple times every day throughout the week till you publish your next one. When you publish it, that one goes up there. So people are only going to see your latest episode on Pod24. But that's again why people will be invited to click and go to your website or wherever you want them to go to find the rest of your content. So this is really unique, Jim. I love it. I'm very excited.
A lot of you have multiple shows a week. We accommodate that too. So on Wednesday, when your new RSS feed comes up, the Monday show automatically just drops away and the Wednesday RSS feed will replace that and your new show falls into the lineup. So we don't really care how many shows you have a week, 4 or 5, whatever. I do 6 shows a week. Wow. I know, I'm crazy, stupid.
Wow.
This is my life.
Not stupid, but that's great. That's amazing content.
Right, but the cool thing is I don't have to send each show to Pod24. We just simply grab the RSS feed and air whatever your latest episode is.
Wow, fantastic. Well, I'm super excited about this. I'm a big believer in what Jim is doing at Pod24. And I'm very excited. And I think every podcaster should do this. I really don't see why you shouldn't, because you're just going to get what all of you want, more exposure, more listeners. All right, so stay tuned. We will be giving you all kinds of information on Podetize, how to sign up, and, come on and reach out to us and let's do it. Let's get everybody more listeners.
Thanks a lot, Tom. I appreciate it. And we'd love to see you on Pod24. Thanks a lot. And I want to get you nationally syndicated on the towers. That's so cool to be able to say nationally syndicated radio host. Can I tell them my joke about?
Oh, do that, yeah, because you all know how, what has happened with best-selling author, right? All right.
Yeah, so, we all know that you can get on a sub category on Amazon and sell 12 books in the hour, and now you're a #1 best-selling author. And we all know what BS it is, right? My goal is to do the exact same thing for the term nationally syndicated radio host. Right now, that's Sean Hannity and people like that. There's a lot of prestige to it. I want to ruin that and make it possible for all of us, everyone, to be a nationally syndicated radio host. Again, I think it's a little funny to ruin the term, but think again, the impact on your resume. Mm-hmm. Will you get more speaking gigs? Will you get a better book deal because you're a nationally syndicated radio host? Let me say this. I've been nationally syndicated for 3 or 4 years. No one ever asked the follow-up question, where? We're offering you Tampa, Boulder, Milwaukee, Pittsburgh, Fort Lauderdale, Long Beach, some great cities, Washington, D.C., some really great cities, But I promise you, no one's ever going to ask. They don't care. All they want to know is, oh, you're nationally syndicated. Oh, you're a best-selling author. Anyway, there's my little joke, Tom.
No, I think it's a great joke. But, and so just to be clear, so you're not going to know how many people are listening on the radio. But that's not the point. The point is use this as a podcast host to become more of an authority. Use it for your resume to get that speaking gig, to have that credibility that's going to get you that speaking opportunity over your competitor. So there you go.
And one more thing, I just thought of this too. We're going to have classes on a monthly basis, webinars just for you, for the Pod24 community. Those classes are going to be advanced podcasting skills, not how to produce your show, nothing like that. Classes on how to go out and get my 18th radio station. I'm going to give you the first 17, but then we're going to teach you how to get 18, 19, 20. I'm on 25 stations now and adding about one a month. We're going to show you how to do that. And with Podetize, we're going to show you how to make some money monetizing your show as well.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Well, Jim, thank you so much. Everyone, thank you for watching. And, come on to Pod24, be a nationally syndicated radio host. Let's talk about it if that's something you'd like to do, and I'm sure for most of you it is.
Thanks a lot.